Hi, it's me, your boyfriend slash girlfriend slash day friend's favorite content creator, and it's Black History Month. Like I said in my last video, I'm gonna get a little petty today. And my pettiness today is coming from the fact that I saw Smash JT's video on Alanah Pearce, and I thought, I don't have to be nice. It's Black History Month. I can be mean. I can be way meaner. And because this has nothing to do with the Alyssa case, I feel comfortable going to task on him. So enjoy this video, please, because I had to suffer. I mean, I guess you're going to suffer too, because you're also going to have to see him and hear him. But I suffered first. So the very least you can do is suffer with me. Okay, let's go. All right. So we're going to watch this Smash JT video about Alanah Pearce being a pathological liar. And I'm probably definitely gonna have to debunk a lot of shit in this video. This is gonna definitely mess up my algorithm, but here we are. Let's play the video.
Is typically when you look on YouTube and search someone, there's videos talking about how people don't like them for various reasons. But when I look for Alanah Pearce, there's a few videos of detractors and tearing her down for individual things, but there isn't like a big rise and fall expose of her. And
Why would there be? First off, why would you be intentionally looking someone up just to find negative things about them? Ironically, I had watched Alanah's video about why Threads and Twitter is failing, and she used the term hilarious because of the way it sounds, but it's called negaholism, like alcoholism, but like nega. So he's a negaholic. And this nega is complaining, apparently 21 seconds into this video, that there is no documentation of Alanah's rise and fall. Listen, I like Alanah's content. I've been a fan of her since Funhouse, you know, so like, I am aware of who Alanah is. But Alanah is not this like massive figure in the gaming industry who had a meteoric rise and then like a catastrophic fall off. She just works in games industry. Right now, she's like I think the creative director of a game called Layers Deep, and she did like writing and stuff. But like this is a weird person to want to have a rise and fall of video on to begin with. Like, this is super online and we're only 21 seconds in. Holy shit.
I found that fascinating because there's so many things that I've seen her do very controversially throughout the years that you would think this is something that would come to the forefront. But no, for whatever reason, people just continue making individual videos instead of saying the whole person has a major issue with being honest.
Esta pinche payaso. This dude, this man who looks like the AI hallucination of Pee Wee Herman is talking about someone else having a history of lying. Okay.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. And today we're going to take a look at Alanah Pearce because she seems to be going to Twitter once again to defend her positions of not lying when she clearly lied. And I gotta be honest, when I see that, I feel empowered to have to make a video.
You feel empowered to have to make a video? Bro, your entire career is just you complaining about women in the gaming industry. Like, you are currently being sued because you were harassing someone. And now you're doing this shit. And before people want to get on me talking about, oh my God, you're white knighting. This is not white knighting. I'm not doing this in defense of Alanah. I'm being petty. I don't like Smash JT, okay? You want to call me petty? Yes, I'm here for it. But I'm not white knighted because Alanah doesn't fucking need me to defend her. She doesn't need anyone to defend her. She has a pretty popular YouTube channel. She has a voice in the gaming industry. She's dating Raul. Like, she's winning. Like, she doesn't need me to defend her. So this is not me white knighting. This is me debunking whatever the fuck this is gonna be.
Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out SmashJT.com for the full article breaking down how I feel like Alanah Pearce is a pathological liar and someone that continues to perpetuate a narrative over the years that isn't real. Before we go too far, of course, it should go without saying, this is an opinion piece.
No, you can't say that. Sorry, you can't do that. You cannot make a claim that someone is a pathological liar, title that in your video and then go, this is an opinion piece. This isn't stated as an opinion. This isn't say, I think, or Alanah Pearce is allegedly a pathological liar. This is you straight up as a statement saying she is a pathological liar. Bro, your lawyer is going to be retiring off of you.
An opinion that I've shaped over the course of years by watching Alanah's rise and inevitable fall from grace throughout the video game industry.
Inevitable
Pearce has
fall?
long enjoyed an extremely favorable reputation, but beneath her carefully curated public image lies a disturbing pattern of dishonesty that I just have to address here. This has gone on far enough. One of the more glaring examples is Alanah Pearce's constant dishonesty involving her self-proclaimed role as a writer in the development of God of War.
Okay, this is fucking stupid. Alanah Pearce has never stated that she was writing for God of War. What she said was she was joining Santa Monica Studios and the team who worked on God of War. She's joined the Santa Monica team and they worked on that game. That doesn't mean that if I said, you guys, I'm so happy to announce I'm joining Blizzard Entertainment, the guys who made World of Warcraft. That's not me saying I'm joining the World of Warcraft team specifically. I'm joining the fucking company. And before this goes any further, I'm going to get ahead of this dumbass video. Alanah left. For personal reasons, she left Santa Monica. She has her own video about that. When you're writing something, especially something as big as a AAA game, you go to many iterations of stuff. So her writing could possibly not be seen until like 2-3 years from right now. We just got a trailer of Intergalactic, a game they have been working on for years, and we just got the trailer now. Like, I don't think he understands how the writing or creative process works, but just because she got hired doesn't mean the next game that comes out is hers. Like, that's insane.
of War Ragnarok. She tweeted on January 20th, 2025, I am aware it's fairly pointless to address this because if you fall for the BS, I think you've actively chosen to. But yes.
This literally says it though. I was a writer on a AAA game I saw in Santa Monica. She said this January 20th. If it was for fucking God of War, she would have just said, yeah, I worked on God of War Ragnarok. Because why wouldn't she have said that?
Yes, I was a writer on a AAA game at Sony's Santa Monica.
Like, I know I'm pausing that, but the fact that she's being non-specific, there's clearly an NDA. This is an unannounced game. This wasn't Intergalactic. This wasn't God of War. This is probably another game that they've been working on for a while. Like, it's, oh my God, dude. I'm only 2 minutes into this fucking video.
For 4 straight years. I created characters, developed main plot lines, wrote levels, etc. I work with hundreds of people who can and do support this. Anyone who tells you I fabricated this or quote unquote only worked on a cookbook is an idiot. Which you read that and it's just disingenuous because now you're saying you worked on a game from Sony Santa Monica instead of saying you worked on God of War.
You never said that.
So people are like, okay, which one is it? It's just like
you never
take anything she says.
No, Smash JT. Why do you have visual evidence of her tweet saying that you guys are an idiot, but you don't have visual evidence of her statement saying that she specifically worked on God of War? Why are you not producing that? Let's see if we can find it. Let's just say Alanah Pearce, God of War. That should do, all right? Alanah Pearce, God of War. December 28th, 2002. I've never said I was a writer for God of War Ragnarok. I'm a writer at Santa Monica Studio. Yes, I certainly said who you probably know as the studio who made God of War. Yes. And she got blocked. Like, it's, let's see if we can find evidence of her saying that. Let's see if we can find evidence of saying that. This is from Reddit. So that's not reliable at all. Alanah Pearce, wait, what the fuck? This is the same video. Alanah Pearce is a very attractive pathological liar. Okay, before we tear into this article, let me stay on focus, go to the video, because what the fuck?
Seriously, it's disingenuous. I have been probably annoyingly vague about the details because when you work at a big company,
This is someone literally telling you they work for a big company. There are NDAs. There are things you can and cannot say. And she's like addressing that very vagueness right there. And you're too fucking stupid or you're too much of a grifter to acknowledge that. You are wrong. You're the one being disingenuous.
and you have a following, sometimes people explicitly ask you to be. And I care much more about the people I work with there than I do about the internet's bad actors, which here we go again with calling anybody that dares call you out a bad actor on the internet to project and become the victim.
No, dumbass, that's not what that means. My God, you're bad at this. You are right now engaging in bad faith argument because, first and foremost, you are intentionally misrepresenting a tweet we can see in order to paint someone in a negative light. Secondly, like I said before, you cannot produce any evidence to support your claim. In fact, you are presenting counter evidence to your argument. You've sent 2 tweets of Alanah's out right now that support her claim that she never fucking said she worked on God of War. I also just showed you guys that she never tweeted that she worked on God of War. She tweeted that she was working on the studio that made God of War. And yet you, Smash JT, have found no evidence to support your claim. So you're relying on your audience already being primed to be negative against women because that is what you've cultivated.
But what's really going on here, and why is she saying this? And Kiryu on Twitter posted, "What you're saying is disingenuous. You're a proven liar. You were hyping yourself up for the God of War Ragnarok saying, oh
yeah, dude, we all know Kiryu at Mega Swamp E419, reliable source.
I'm a writer on this game, guys. Turns out you lied, and it was a cookbook." And Alanah responded,
Wait, why was that so much faster?
For the God of War Ragnarok saying, "Oh, I'm a writer on this game,
Look,
guys."
he hung on
Turns
this
out
one.
You lied, and it was a cookbook.
Way quicker. Let's go back to that one though.
I'm a writer on this game, guys. Turns out.
In case you missed it, God of War Physical Cookbook of the 9 Realms is out. See, she said, hey, I worked on this. She didn't say, hey, this was the thing I was working on. Like, do you not understand the English language? Hey, I worked on this. If I said, once again, I am animator, and I was like, hey, dude, I'm working with the company that did Castlevania. And then Castlevania put out like a little fucking 2-second little just joke trailer. And I was like, hey, I worked on this. That doesn't mean that's the only work I did. I worked on this. Like it's one of many things I've done. This is so fucking stupid. This is so fucking stupid.
You lied, and it was a cookbook. And Alanah responded, "Okay, genuine question. Obvious bad faith aside, could you let me know where I claim to be a writer on God of War Ragnarok specifically? Genuinely, even one screenshot where I said, I'm a writer on this game, guys, or anything along those lines." And when you hear that on the internet, they take that as a challenge and come back full force. So you better be prepared when you ask for that evidence because she got it. Lugner posted, "Alanah, I noticed your name isn't on the credits for God of War Ragnarok. I'm guessing you didn't work on GOWR?" And Alanah replied, "My name is definitely in the credits. Look again." And sure, when you look at the credits.
Yeah, as an accessibility consultant, not as a fucking writer.
There she is as an accessibility consultant. Not a writer. So sure, she worked with the team on making the game, but again, this is being disingenuous.
No, it's not. Not being disingenuous, because that's exactly what she said. She said she was writing for a game, not for God of War Ragnarok. She didn't say she didn't have anything to do with God of War Ragnarok, just specifically not as a writer. You're so fucking bad at this. Holy shit.
the audience as to what she actually did on the team, instead of just being forthcoming and saying, yeah, I worked as this job and I think people would have been perfectly fine with it. She wanted to raise herself up, put herself on a pedestal, and make it seem like she had far more of a role on that game than she really did.
He never did that, though.
And that's what people took an issue with.
He
And
never
as Pirate
did that,
Nation
though.
on Twitter said, as per Sony's own page, accessibility consultants have no part in the writing process and work solely to make the game easier to play for people with disabilities.
All of this proves her fucking point. He stated, tell me where I said I was a writer on this game. And you can't, because she wasn't, because she did the accessibility. And she never claimed to be a writer for this game. How is this a 16-minute video?
So again, she might have worked with the team and on the game, but she wasn't a writer for the game. And that's a big
Which is what she
because this
fucking
is someone
said.
that could try to parlay that into, I don't know, a writing gig at another company if they misunderstood what she was saying on Twitter and maybe thought.
Yeah, dude, because writing companies don't fucking do background checks or want a portfolio of someone's work. They go on Twitter and say, hey, you tweeted that you could write a fucking novel. We're going to give you a job writing a novel now. Don't send me any samples of your work. We trust you because you wrote it on Twitter. And who would lie on the internet, especially Twitter?
She did have writing experience and then she got a job parlayed from that. That's a problem because you're basically lying on your public resume. And Alanah Pearce, an actual writer on the game, posted on Twitter saying, if someone's not credentialed as a writer on God of War Ragnarok, they were not a writer on God of War Ragnarok. My spite for those who would accept undue credit outstrips my spite for this platform, apparently. Which is wild because this is someone who actually was a writer on the game, not calling Alanah out by name, but basically saying, yeah, I'm really sick and tired of Alanah pretending to be a writer on this game when she had nothing to do with it. And then we move on to the art theft controversy. And this one's so wild that I had to triple check it because I'm like,
what's wild is she actually posted someone's art without crediting them, but she took it down. That's it. That's it. That's literally it.
Like, there's no way that she did this. Alanah's penchant for misrepresentation doesn't stop with just pretending to be something she isn't with writing. She apparently also pretends to be an artist, and she got caught red-handed, straight up stealing artwork and attempting to pass it off as her own. And this one is pretty egregious. The actual artist, Sarah MD, exposed Pearce's theft with a statement on Twitter saying, regardless of the method used to draw this, my original artwork was not referenced as a source from the beginning. That gave the impression that it's her original drawing. And no, it didn't take me 45 minutes.
Okay. This is fucking stupid. This is fucking stupid. Let me tell you what, I have respect for artists crazily. But in this, again, she's saying that her artwork was not referenced as a source. So Alanah looked at someone else's artwork and then drew art based off of that artwork. That's not art theft. And even then, it took Alanah 45 minutes. It took this person 3 days. Okay. Okay. These aren't controversies. Especially when she owned up to it, which she probably won't mention.
It took me 3 days. And when I show you what Alanah did with this, it's gonna blow your mind if you haven't seen it already. Prepare to have your socks knocked off. So Alanah took this image and posted it to her Instagram.
Yeah, we saw that already.
Said that she was the one that drew it. Straight up with the caption. Smashed out one very scribbly.
Bro, it's right here. We can read it. It's right there. Smashed out one very scribbly snowy while I was waiting for Wild Classic to download, smiley face. Done with Derwent pencils and a black Copic marker on trusty old printed paper. It took about 45 minutes, hashtag Sekiro. Anyone with a brain can understand that even if the image on the right was the reference material, she still drew the image on the left. She still drew it. If I have a picture of Spider-Man drawn by Terry Dodson, and then I draw that picture of Spider-Man, Terry Dodson didn't draw that picture. I drew that picture of Spider-Man. This is so stupid. This is so fucking stupid. Dumber than your face. Holy shit, dude.
Issue with telling the truth. They have to fabricate things and push them forward to make up for something that is seriously lacking. Try as she might, Alanah attempted to recover the situation, but the cat was already out of the bag and it was far too late for anything. She tweeted, "Hey, I just sent you a DM, but I'm extremely sorry about this. I never tried to give the impression that it was my original work, and I updated the post as soon as I found your name. I was very open about it being copied and added your name as soon as I found it." Which, I gotta be honest, based off of what she posted with the picture, I don't know about you guys, sure as hell sounded like she was trying to give the impression that she drew it herself in 45 minutes. In fact, I don't see how you could see that post and think anything different than that, but don't let...
Because she fucking drew it. You are so bad at this. Like, I'm sorry. You're bad at this. You're not even able to twist things properly. She did draw. The question is not if she drew the picture or not. The issue was that she didn't attribute the original photo that was her reference. As the fucking artist said in your own goddamn tweet that you posted, regardless of the method used to draw this, my original artwork was not referenced. Reference as a source. That is reference. It is a reference. She didn't say that Alanah took her drawing and then uploaded as her own. She's upset because it wasn't referenced. That's completely different, dude. Like, I always put my account on artworks. I draw, so should it be hard to find it first, especially that you're focusing on the image, and plus the fact that its copy was not mentioned in your first post, only added after people pointed it out.
It'd be hard to find it in the first place, especially that you're focused on the image, plus the fact that it's copied, was not mentioned in your first post, and only added after people pointed it out, which, I gotta be honest once again, not a great look, and shows that this person, Alanah Pearce, is someone that you can't really trust. Okay, and then you move on to the next situation with the whole Black Myth Wukong and calling out the developers of Game Science and saying that they're crying at the...
This is everything. I don't have to watch this video. Everything that he has talked about has either been addressed or exposed as a fucking lie. She never... You know, let me just let him finish.
Actual Game Awards 2024, when in reality, none of them were crying and it was completely fabricated. Why? I don't know. Maybe she was trying to throw shade at Game Science to pile on them alongside with her buddies at IGN with Rebecca Valentine and how they
here we go. Conspiracy.
Slandering Black
Conspiracy
Myth
theory.
and trying to make them out to be the worst people in the world. I don't know why they would do this.
Dude, take a fucking breath.
She did, and it looked horrible. And it was exposed completely by Asmongold in a video clip.
But this is nothing compared to what actually caused the firestorm.
And I was in the front row this year, and the Black Myth Wukong team, I don't know which person on the team, was crying when Astrobot got Game of the Year, because you could see them just looking down the line. They were upset, definitely.
At the end of the line, there's Game Science CEO. This is the same person that is being criticized for being mad about losing the Game of the Year.
Okay, so here, hey guys, let's talk about editing. Editing. Let's go back to this video real quick. Let's go back to right here.
You could see them just looking down the line. They were...
So she said that someone on the team was crying. She didn't say CEO or anyone, and she said looking down the line. And so then
upset.
Now look what they're saying.
At the end of the line, there's Game Science CEO.
He just says at the end of the line, there's Game Science CEO. Now, again, Alanah didn't say the guy at the end of the line was crying. She said someone on the team, and you can look down the line, meaning the whole row. Within that row, there was someone from the team crying. If I said this place is just, you walk down the street, you can't miss it. I said walk down the street. I didn't say this place is at the end of the street, right? I didn't give you a specific. I said, yeah, just this general direction. Yeah, just go up the street and you can't miss it. Where's the gas station? Just down the street. Down the street, like 2 feet, 3 feet, 100 feet. Like, and I'm getting into semantics here because it's important. Because they can just, and also he can just say, this guy was at the end. He doesn't know her position from that guy. Like, What if Alanah was on the left side of that guy and she's talking about down this way? What if she was right next to the CEO? Like, you don't fucking know. Like, there's nothing here.
This is the same person that is being criticized for being mad about losing the Game of the Year and accused of sexism earlier this year by IGN in a complete mistranslation which we rebuked many times. All right,
Using
then
Google
we can just go and
Translate.
see his reaction when Astrobot won the award.
Astrobot!
And there it is. Now, I'm not saying Alanah is lying, as the other devs beside him might have been more upset, but Twitter creating a fan fiction where the CEO was crying and
She never says the CEO though. You guys said the CEO. Like, she literally didn't say the CEO. I think Alanah Pearce would know who the CEO of this company is, at least from appearances.
upset is absolutely false.
Then you have the whole situation of her trying to shame parents for having kids and calling them people with disabilities because they have kids.
God damn. Oh my god. In terms of accessibility, that is considered a situational disability. Look at the fucking graph. Situational, new parent, temporary, arm injury, permanent, one arm. If I'm playing a goddamn game that I cannot pause, which is what this video is referring to, if you cannot pause it because, you know, the game doesn't allow you to pause, and you have a child and that child needs attention and you're in the middle of doing something and you can't pause it, you are temporarily disabled. In the terms of accessibility, it's a temporary, like, listen, don't just listen to me. Here, look, literally. Okay, look, we're on the Game Accessibility Guidelines website.com. Why and how? So, why it matters, right here. We'll focus right here. 50% of the population are disabled, rising to 20% amongst casual gamers. Other conditions that aren't registered disabilities can also hit barriers. 40% of adult population have a reading age below 11 years old. 8% of males have red-green color deficiency, and many people have temporary impairments such as broken arm. Many more have situational impairments such as playing in a noisy room or in bright sunlight. And all players have different levels of ability and experience different preferences. There's no typical gamer. So right here, it talks about situational impairments like playing in a noisy room or bright sunlight. If we go back to this video right here, temporary, situational, loud environment with the bartender, distracted driver, new parent, heavy accent for speaking. These are all situational disabilities. So again, having a fucking child is not a disability in the grand scheme of things, which is what she never implied. What she said though, because she's specifically talking about accessibility, and you highlighted in the video earlier that she worked on God of War as an accessibility consultant. So this is kind of her area of expertise, so to speak. She was saying that if you have a fucking baby and you can't pause the game, you are in a situational disability. You have a situational disability. You cannot do the task required of you because of something else. That's not permanent, right? Like the guy with one arm missing, that's a permanent disability. He won't have an arm. Even if he gets a prosthetic, he won't have an arm. If you are deaf, unless you have cultural implants, that is a permanent one. But an ear infections are temporary. Like you understand now, right? Like she never said that having children was a disability. So now let's see how he disingenuously frames this one.
And now they're gamers with disabilities because of having children. And the lengths that she goes to try to explain her position are so beyond ludicrous and ridiculous that I almost wonder, why does anyone listen to a damn thing this person says anymore? They're disingenuous, they lie straight to your face, and
I'm about to call this dude fucking IMAX the way he's projecting. God damn, bro.
then they pretend that they're the victim when they get called out. All these incidents combined with her consistent fabrications and self-serving narratives paint an extremely troubling picture. Pearce's willingness to manipulate facts for attention or sympathy suggests to me a severe lack of respect for her audience and the industry that she works in on the whole.
Can I just say something? Let's just say this was true, that all the stuff that he said was true and how it happened. You're talking about an incident in 2019 and then this in 2024. You're talking about 2 incidents, one from 2019. In 5 years, you're talking about 2 times.
Her consistent dishonesty and straight up bold-faced lies highlight a systematic issue within the entire game.
I like how he says a lie, and this one was the true. The God War one. I didn't mention it.
The ongoing shielding of influential figures in the gaming industry from any kind of accountability.
They always use accountability with women. They will always use the word accountability with women because they think accountability is just being misogynistic. They don't know what the fuck accountability is. They don't take accountability. Smash JT, why don't you take accountability for falling for the scam of the Intellivision? Why don't you fucking take accountability for anything that you do? You lie constantly. You've lied throughout this entire video through your crooked ass teeth. You've lied every fucking word in this video. But you won't take accountability because you don't expect to have to be accountable for your actions, which is why you're getting fucking sued. I won't go into detail of that because it's not my place, but you do not take accountability. But you and your kind always want to take accountability. Say women have to take accountability.
See any major outlets ever taking her to task on this kind of stuff. It's just kind of like, oh yeah, not a problem, it's fine, she's one of us. And people make mistakes and totally screw up or straight up lie to their audience and then just get away with it and nobody says anything about it. Pair this with the information from Mugen Lord calling her out for trying to explain away why women in gaming in the modern era look uglier, and the explanation that she tries to give here is so embarrassingly bad.
Who the fuck is Mugen Lord and what is his level of credibility compared to Alanah, who's actually worked in the industry? Like, what?
That I think she actually deleted the video because I can't find it anywhere, but Mugen Lord captured it and completely exposed her for not knowing a damn thing about what she's talking about, especially when you relate it directly to other parts of the world and how they motion capture women.
Okay, so this is fucking stupid, and let me tell you why this is stupid, okay? He says other parts of the world. This is exactly... These are... The left 3 is Resident Evil. In fact... 4 out of the 6 are Capcom. Actually, fucking 5 out of the 6 are Capcom. Those are Capcom. Also, maybe you guys aren't seeing this, but I'll explain it to you because I've actually seen what women look like without their makeup on. All these women have makeup on. All these women have makeup on. They have lighting. They have all this stuff. In fact, the one on the bottom left, the clear one, is possibly a professional photo. These are all well-lit women, and they all have makeup on. When you're doing facial scans, you don't have any of that shit on, okay? Because they want to just get the facial stuff. And like I've said in my other video, what they deem to be ugly is completely subjective. But also, they said that the main character Intergalactic is ugly. So I don't trust these guys' opinion at fucking all about women, especially women.
They actually look like the model that they capture.
When it comes to Alanah Pearce, she decided that, hey, I'm going to weigh in on this as well. So she pretty much left a video saying that now women are ugly in video games, and she pretty much gave her reasons why women look the way they look in video games today compared to what it was like a long time ago. And you gotta...
I'm sorry, I'm gonna be mean. My brother in Christ, I don't think you should be talking people's looks. Like, I don't think this is for you, big dog. I don't think this is for you, especially Smash AT, but I don't think this is for you, either, big dog.
Hear her response. It just blew my mind. It just baffled me.
Someone with like a camera in front of their face. Motion capture is when they're moving their bodies. Performance capture is able to pick up more nuances of the human face. And so hand in hand with improved graphical fidelity in video games, you are able to actually capture more like micro movements in the human face. So your face scans need to be more accurate and in general a little bit more human, thus more flawed, 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 thus more flawed.
I must once again repeat, the women are fucking wearing makeup. If you think the second image on the left, if you think That is what she naturally looks like. You are a fucking moron.
Humans have a bunch of flaws on their faces. This is a very common part of being human.
Again, this goes to show that she's trying to portray coming across as someone who knows something about the game industry and knows
She
what
does.
goes into making these
Who
games
the fuck is
behind the
Mugen
scenes,
Lord?
when in reality, she's just being a disingenuous liar, pretending to understand what's happening, trying to
How many times are you gonna show this
explain
fucking footage, dude?
to run defense for the game companies that have been clearly making these women ugly on.
Yeah, dude, the game companies are making women ugly on purpose. Like, this is the shit I'm talking about, you guys. Like, they have nothing of substance. So it's the game industry is making women ugly. It's the game. What they're saying is they don't like certain women's faces. That's what they're saying. But they're too pussy to say that shit. So they're saying, oh, well, it's the game industry just making them ugly. It's not me saying they're ugly, but it's the game making them ugly. Like, shut the fuck up. And if anything, if we're gonna go strictly based off just looks, I would listen more to Alanah's take on this than you rat face fucking ass.
Purpose for years now. If this were
Years, you
anybody
guys.
else, they'd be getting roasted on the daily, universally. But no, something about Alanah is different. Her beauty
Here we
and
go.
charm might explain why she escapes some of the scrutiny,
Jesus
but
fucking
the evidence
Christ. I'm
against
sorry,
her
Alanah.
over the years is way too significant at this point to ignore. From the art theft to false claims about her professional contributions and fabricated stories that undermine others, Pearce's actions demand accountability. There's far
There's that
more
word
I
again.
can dive into in this video, and
No, you
it's
couldn't.
all sus as hell. But I'm going to leave it at this because I feel like this is plenty to
Oh, cool. So because she follows airbagged, that's it. That's your bit. Are we gonna go by people who they're following? If we're gonna go by who people are following, Smash JT. Well, hold on. I know you probably still blocking. Let's just see. Let's just see something. Let's just see who you're following. Okay. All right. Let's just go through here. 8-Bit Eric. Ooh. Eric. Let's see here. Libs of TikTok. Da. Oh, Marty O'Donnell. Okay. Dr. Disrespect. I don't know why you're following Keith. We don't like you. Probably following Keith so you can keep up because you're a loser. Andy Pants, Asmongold, Eric July, RK Outpost. They're just straight up racist. Scott Adams. You follow Abu, but then you literally were in a video where you let someone call him a spear chucker and didn't challenge shit. And I'm pretty sure you probably follow Grums, who doesn't show all your list. I feel like, but this is the big one here, honestly. Libs of TikTok. Like, that's like of course you follow fucking Trump. But like, Libs of TikTok. You're trying to say Alanah's bad because she follows airbags?
chew on right now, but this is someone that I have lost a tremendous amount of respect for over the years that I used to look up to as like, hey, that's a hot chick that likes video games and see.
Boom, there we go, you guys. That's what it is. I'm not going to watch the whole video. Fuck him. Now let's talk about this shit right here. Alanah Pearce is a very attractive pathological liar. Weird how this one just says is a pathological liar, but you have to let one know how hot she is. We have eyes. We can see how hot she is. Don't to mention that. A 5-minute read in terms of 16-minute video. Oh, and this is just literally the script. Miss everything. No, so that's just, again, how is it possible you wanted to do both slander and libel? That's crazy. That's crazy work, dude. That's crazy work. Wait, this is the little definition of creating a problem sequence. Oh, wait, hold on. Past behavior was a pattern. This is the first time Alanah's has shown a lack of trustworthiness. You need an editor. Some of you may remember when she tried to shame parents. Okay, we talked about that. This is the little definition of creating a problem so that she can solve it. How does she solve it? She herself is an accessibility consultant. It behooves her to create situations that aren't necessarily a problem in order to perpetuate her position further in a way as self-fulfilling prophecy. How? You have to explain how, though. How does it behoove her? She's an accessibility consultant, so she consults on accessibility. Okay. But how does it behoove her to create situations that aren't a problem to perpetuate her position further? In what way? You're just saying shit. And I think he just uses this as an excuse to post these photos. Like, that's literally it. Nine comments. On your own fucking page, someone's telling you, yeah, she worked there. Yeah, she didn't work for Ragnarok. Initially, I thought she's a member of Super B and can participate as a collaborator. Interesting enough, I believe Santa Monica Studios is well aware of her range of abilities, so they didn't assign her a particularly demanding job title. The fuck? My prediction is that as soon as she sees this article, she'll likely use the material for a new video similar to how she responded to topics like stolen arts in the past. I suspect she has a lot of plastic surgery. What the fuck, dude? She's pansexual. What the fuck does any of this have to mean? And she was defending Naughty Dog and the rest of the... You guys are insane. Not only is she where she is because she's pretty and stayed that way because she's pretty, she's also clearly shown with years that she feels perfectly justified in doing whatever she thinks she needs to stay on top. Her ideology just taught her that everything's social construct feelings. But what the fuck? What the fuck? What does this have to do with Amber Heard? For those who do not know, after the high-profile case between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, where she accused him of saying whatever, there was a statue on people who seriously said Johnny revealing Amber's lies didn't probably mean from do so. That is the kind of well-being Alanah his. You guys are just saying shit. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Holy shit, dude. You guys are fucking insane people. Just spewing shit. Just absolutely spewing shit. And this is just him doing the same shit over and over again. Fine, whatever. Fine, we'll finish it.
Seems to know what she's talking about, so sure, I guess I'll listen to that. But at some point, the community's got to figure out whether it has values and truth and integrity, or if it continues to allow individuals like Alanah to rewrite reality completely unchecked. Right now, the choice is the gamers, but the evidence is clear in my humble opinion. Regardless of where you stand, Alanah Pearce's narrative is not one that I trust. Not in the slightest. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. If you guys want more information, check out smashjt.com for the full article breaking down all the information, links.
Article is 5 minutes long. Okay, so listen, you are a pathological liar. And I know this because I am unfortunately familiar with who you are as a person. If we just look on just Twitter, again, this is what he does. This is what he does, okay? You want to talk about disingenuous? The Real Game Awards, like I said in my video when I'm reacting to that stream, I said that the developers, if they didn't know they were being part of it, it's probably because they didn't want to be a part of it. And I was fucking right, because the Sulaco developer was like, I don't want to be part of this shit. When it comes to potentially damaging the brand we built from nothing, yes, absolutely, that's perfectly justifiable. There is more to my life than making money, and I'll gladly sell full copies if it means not being associated with a hateful individual. And Smash JT is taking that and to be like, they're being gaslighting, disingenuous. Still no apology actually happened. Let's see what the apology says now. It's contradiction that some have interpreted the response to questions about our involvement in the Real Game Awards as attacking the fans or gamers in general. It is important to stress that this was not the case. We have not and refused to disparage or belittle our fans, which is true. Many assumptions have been made about the political league of our team. The assumption is incorrect. Our team is extremely multinational and politically diverse. There is no single political leaning, and in fact, politics are rarely ever discussed internally. From the start, we wish to remove ourselves from the situation due to the political nature of the discussions that are ongoing, regardless of the Real Game Awards intention. Moving forward, we are asking everyone to remain civil and respectful, not just towards our team, but to each other as well. Warnings will be given to those who attack each other or stray too far off topic, with further action being taken if necessary. Discussion of political issues will be considered off topic as well. And then he takes this as the developer Sulaco has opened up another forum on thread on Steam to try to address the situation after my video on it blew up. Just be honest, it comes across to me as just out of touch as their first response, doubling down their take, ignoring the many concerns I point out, playing the victim card, and gaslighting the fuck out of you to make it seem like I am those pointing out why the community frustrated are the ones in the wrong. And he says gaslighting and disingenuous twice. Why would there be an apology? Their content was used against their will in an award show they didn't want to be a part of, regardless of how you feel about that, which they're allowed to do. But of course he takes it as they're trying to gaslight their fucking audience because my video blew up. Like it's so fucking funny, dude. It's so fucking funny. Like, Corinne Bush has officially felt upward to become the game director of Skeleton Key, a video game company under the parents Wizard of the Coast. Official proof confirmation from your source. This is an open website, right? Like, but you want to know something? He goes after women almost specifically. Women. Corinne Bush. And what's the thing? What did she do wrong? She was hired. She would hire the Wizard of the Coast. Like, it's all this guy does. If you go to his fucking YouTube channel, it's just him going against women. Literally, and right now, he is streaming the end of pronouns with women's faces in the thumbnail. Filling up. Alyssa. What do we have here? Alanah. Corinne Bush. Corinne. Sweet Baby. Couple of guys. Alyssa. Sweet Baby. Another woman's face. Another woman. Alyssa. Another woman. Another woman. This time it is the character, Jordan, from the new upcoming intergalactic game, who they say is ugly. Woman. The first row without a woman. Wow. Oh, never mind. Woman. Another woman. Girl boss DEI disaster. The game sold like hotcakes. Like, this is all he fucking does. It is just him hating, being disingenuous, as he likes to claim, about many topics. Kotaku is crumbling fast. She hasn't been a part of, Alyssa hasn't been a part of Kotaku in over 2 months and still using her. Game Jones has a huge Trump meltdown. I have a question. What does her talking about Trump have to do with video games, dude? What does that have to do about video games? Jin Sakai has Trump derangement syndrome. This is the guy you guys were talking about. You love his game so much. What does this have to do with video games? What does that have to do with video games? Why are you so obsessed with Alyssa, dude? And just going after women in general. Most of your content is going after women. Like, it's insane. Like, literally, you can just scroll down and it's just a random woman. Just a woman. Mostly Alyssa. That's all he does. It's just going after women. So then, of course, he wants to go after Alanah. Because he can't go after Alyssa anymore because he's being fucking sued. So he goes after Alanah. And what does he have on her? Nothing. He wants to know why there aren't videos upon videos on Alanah? Because there's nothing there. You're so desperate. You are so desperate to stay relevant that you yourself are fabricating controversies just so you can be more relevant. Why do you care if Corinne Bush has another job? Like, the fact that you guys are so fucking pressed to keep women out of gaming positions is insane to me. And then you wonder why no one respects you. No one with any sort of actual reputation respects you guys. Because you do shit like this. You make a website about people who work at Kotaku. You make a video on Alanah just so you can post pictures of her boobs. Like, why was the title, she's very attractive? She's a very attractive pathological liar. What does that matter? You're going to go the whole, she has her position because she's hot? You think that's how it works? Do you think that's how it works? Do you not have your position because you're ugly as fuck? Like, because that I could believe. But that's not how that shit works. In order for that to work, that would mean, like, what? Every single company she's ever worked for, someone wanted to bone her and then gave her a position for years. Like, that's insane. She doesn't even have an actual job. Like, she's working contract work, but like, she's not gainfully employed like she was when she's working with Sony Santa Monica or anything like that. And yet now you're targeting her. Why? You said you're a fan of hers for years. I doubt that. You said you're following her for years. I doubt that. You said you respect for her. I doubt that. You don't respect women, bro. It's very obvious that you don't. All you want is attention from these women. But they wouldn't give you the time of day. So you have to do this kind of shit. It's fucking sad, man. Like, it's fucking sad. You calling people disingenuous. You, the guy who did fucking brownface and then lied about it. And then tried to edit the thumbnail to make himself look like he was lighter. So people couldn't catch the fact that you, in fact, did do brownface. You're calling someone else disingenuous? You, the guy who was scamming people by perpetuating the fact that the Amico was going to be a good thing and the television console that Tommy Tallarico put out was going to be a good thing. That was a scam. You fell for it, yet you continue to promote it. They should take your opinion on that. They should take your take. What inside information do you have? What is your relationship to the gaming space besides you being a game tester years ago? Did Sony Santa Monica hire you? Did you work at like an online content creation company that had access to gamings and stuff like that? Did you have a panel on RTX? Were you an IGN? Do you have contacts in the gaming space? Can you get them on your show? Do you know the voice actors? No? Weird. Weird how that works.